The year was 2014. It was a year marked by many significant events, but none as chilling as what would come to be known as the Slender Man Stabbing. Two 12-year-old girls, Morgan Geyser and Anissa Weier, lured their friend, Peyton Leutner, into the woods. They had been friends for years, sharing secrets and dreams, but on this day, their friendship took a dark and sinister turn. They held her down and stabbed her repeatedly. The attack was brutal and relentless, leaving Peyton fighting for her life. She was stabbed 19 times with wounds to her arms, legs, and torso. The reason? They believed the fictional internet character, Slender Man, demanded it. Slender Man, a tall, faceless figure, had originated from an online forum and had become a viral sensation, inspiring countless stories and images. This horrific crime, unfolding in Waukesha, Wisconsin, shocked the nation. The small town was thrust into the national spotlight as people struggled to comprehend how such a tragedy could occur. It forced us to confront the power of the internet and the complexities of mental illness in young people. The act was premeditated. Morgan and Anissa had spent months planning the attack, believing that by killing Peyton, they would become Slender Man's servants. Morgan and Anissa had planned to kill Peyton for months. They meticulously plotted every detail, from the location of the attack to how they would lure her into the woods. Their obsession with Slender Man had consumed them, blurring the lines between reality and fiction. They believed that becoming Slender Man's servants would grant them protection and power. In their minds, this was not just a game or a story, it was a matter of life and death, a way to prove their loyalty to a figure they believed was real. The brutality of the crime, coupled with the young age of the perpetrators, sent shockwaves through the community and beyond. People were left grappling with the horror of what had happened, questioning how two young girls could commit such a heinous act. The case sparked a national conversation about the influence of the internet on young minds and the importance of mental health awareness. In the immediate aftermath, the police were quick to respond. Peyton, despite her severe injuries, managed to crawl to a nearby road where she was discovered by a passing cyclist. Her survival was nothing short of miraculous. Morgan and Anissa were soon apprehended and taken into custody. The court proceedings that followed were intense, with both girls being charged as adults due to the severity of their crime. Their mental health evaluations revealed a disturbing depth of their belief in Slender Man. The public reaction was one of disbelief and horror. The media coverage was extensive, with many questioning the role of internet culture in influencing young minds. The case became a focal point for discussions on mental health, juvenile justice, and the impact of digital content on youth behavior. The trial of Morgan Geyser and Anissa Weier was as complex as the crime itself. The case drew national attention due to its shocking nature and the age of the defendants, who were only 12 years old at the time of the crime. The legal proceedings were a labyrinth of psychological evaluations, expert testimonies, and legal arguments that spanned several years. Both girls were charged as adults with first-degree attempted intentional homicide. This decision was controversial, sparking debates about the juvenile justice system and whether children should be tried as adults for such severe crimes. The gravity of the charges meant that if convicted, they could face decades in prison. However, mental health played a significant role in their defense. The defense teams argued that both girls were suffering from severe mental illnesses that impaired their ability to distinguish right from wrong. This aspect of the case brought to light the importance of mental health evaluations in the criminal justice system. Morgan, in particular, was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Her condition was severe and had gone undiagnosed for years, leading to a distorted perception of reality. This diagnosis was a pivotal point in the trial, as it provided a medical explanation for her actions. This diagnosis was crucial to understanding her actions. The court heard from multiple mental health professionals who detailed how schizophrenia can lead to delusions and hallucinations, making it difficult for individuals to differentiate between what is real and what is not. Experts testified that her schizophrenia, present but undiagnosed at the time of the crime, led her to believe in Slender Man's reality. This belief was not a mere fascination but a delusion that dictated her actions, convincing her that committing the crime was necessary to appease this fictional character. Ultimately, both girls were found not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. This verdict was a reflection of the court's recognition of the profound impact that mental illness had on their judgment and actions. It was a decision that underscored the complexity of balancing justice with compassion, This verdict acknowledged the profound impact of their mental illness on their judgment and actions. The case set a precedent for how the legal system handles young offenders with severe mental health issues, highlighting the need for specialized approaches in such cases. They were sentenced to treatment in mental health institutions, with Morgan receiving a sentence of up to 40 years. This outcome aimed to provide the necessary mental health care while ensuring public safety, reflecting a nuanced approach to justice that considers both the well-being of the defendants and the protection of society. Schizophrenia is a serious mental illness that affects how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. For someone like Morgan, it meant experiencing a distorted reality. Imagine a world where your thoughts are invaded by terrifying figures and commands. This was Morgan's reality. She genuinely believed in Slender Man's existence and his demands. The illness made it difficult for her to distinguish between what was real and what was not. Her delusions and hallucinations were powerful, dictating her actions and leading her down a dark path. Understanding schizophrenia is crucial to understanding Morgan's case. It wasn't a matter of simply being evil, it was a matter of being ill. Despite the grim circumstances, there have been glimmers of hope in Morgan's journey. Years of intensive treatment and therapy within the mental health system have brought about significant progress. Doctors have reported a marked decrease in her psychotic symptoms. This improvement is a testament to the power of consistent care, medication, and therapy. It demonstrates that even in the face of severe mental illness, recovery is possible. Morgan's progress doesn't erase the past, but it offers hope for her future. It shows that she is capable of change and growth. Section 6. Second Chances. Experts weigh in on Morgan's release. After years of treatment, the question of Morgan's release became a focal point. Experts were divided. Some argued that she still posed a risk to society, while others believed she had made significant progress and deserved a chance at conditional release. Those supporting her release pointed to her improved mental state, her commitment to treatment, and her genuine remorse for her actions. They argued that continued confinement might be detrimental to her progress, hindering her reintegration into society. Ultimately, a judge granted Morgan conditional release. This decision reflects the complex balance between ensuring public safety and providing opportunities for rehabilitation. Section 7. Life after release. Conditions and support for Morgan. Morgan's release comes with strict conditions to ensure her continued progress and the safety of the community. She is required to wear an ankle monitor, allowing authorities to track her whereabouts. She will reside in a group home, providing a structured and supportive environment. Regular therapy sessions and medication management will continue to be crucial components of her aftercare plan. Her access to the internet and contact with certain individuals, including Anissa Weier and Peyton Leutner, will be restricted. These conditions are designed to minimize risks and provide Morgan with the best possible chance of successful reintegration. Section 9. A Lasting Impact, Reflections on a Tragedy. The Slender Man Stabbing case continues to resonate deeply within our society. This tragic event, where two young girls were driven to commit a heinous act under the influence of a fictional internet character, has left an indelible mark on our collective consciousness. It has sparked widespread discussions and debates about the vulnerabilities of our youth in the digital age. It's a stark reminder of the power and influence of the internet, especially on young and impressionable minds. The case highlights how easily misinformation and dangerous ideas can spread online, reaching those who may not have the maturity or critical thinking skills to discern fact from fiction. Parents, educators, and policymakers are now more aware than ever of the need to monitor and guide the online activities of young people. It also underscores the critical importance of mental health awareness, early intervention, and access to quality care. The mental state of the perpetrators was a significant factor in this case, bringing to light the urgent need for better mental health resources and support systems. Schools and communities are being called upon to provide more comprehensive mental health education and services to prevent such tragedies in the future. The case challenges us to confront difficult questions about accountability, redemption, and the complex interplay of mental illness and criminal justice. How do we balance the need for justice with the understanding that mental illness can drive individuals to commit unthinkable acts? This case has prompted legal experts and mental health professionals to work together to find more humane and effective ways to address these issues. Ultimately, the tragedy serves as a call to action, to foster a society that prioritizes mental well-being, promotes responsible internet use, and offers second chances to those who have committed crimes while grappling with mental illness. It is a reminder that we must all work together to create a safer, more supportive environment for everyone, especially our youth. By addressing these issues head-on, we can hope to prevent future tragedies and build a more compassionate society.